There are breaking developments this morning in Russia's war on Ukraine. Germany is taking a step that could make it easier for Ukrainian allies to send battle tanks to the country faster. That move coming out of talks this morning between Germany's defense minister and NATO Secretary General.
At this pivotal moment in the war, we must provide heavier and more advanced systems to Ukraine, and we must do it faster. I therefore welcome our discussion today. We discussed the issue of battle tanks. Consultations among allies will continue, and I'm confident that we will have a solution soon.
This is video into us from Ukraine's military, showing Ukrainian forces training on Soviet-era fighting vehicles for a potential counteroffensive. As we reported last week, Canada is among the NATO allies sending Ukraine more advanced armored vehicles. Ukraine has its own Russian-made tanks, as well as some captured in the war from Russian forces and put back into action. Ukraine is urgently appealing, though, for modern armor like German Leopard tanks, as well as heavy weapons that would be used in a counteroffensive and also to defend against the next Russian offensive. Let's bring in Abby Kugathasan from London, who was following those talks between NATO and Germany. Poland, Abby, is among the NATO allies pushing very hard to send those Leopard tanks to Ukraine. What is Germany now saying this morning that it will allow those countries to do?
Well, what we know for sure about the decision is that Olaf Scholz, the chancellor, will be the one to make it. But German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius did perhaps lay the groundwork this morning when he said allies can start training Ukrainian troops on Leopard 2 tanks. This is the strongest indicator so far that Chancellor Scholz is about to give the green light. And in recent days, Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock said her country won't stand in the way, but they haven't been asked. Well, that officially changed this morning as well. Poland has confirmed it submitted a formal request to Germany. Ukraine has made it very clear these tanks will change the war in its favor, allowing it to not only repel Russian troops, but retake territory as well. And so Berlin facing plenty of criticism for being slow to give the go-ahead as war rages on the continent. But Pistorius, just a few hours ago, trying to shine light on what Germany has done. He says his country has spent more than 3 billion euros in military aid, and only the US and the UK have provided more. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg was by his side at that press conference and defended Germany's vital position within the NATO family and its support of Ukraine. Let's have a listen.
That's actually substance that matters and makes a difference on the battlefield every day. The fact that Germany is one of the allies that are providing the most support when it comes to artillery, ammunition, advanced air defense systems, the Leopards, the RST, and also now heavy infantry fighting vehicles, the Martyrs. These are important armored capabilities that significantly strengthen the combat capability of Ukraine.
Now, this is a country that went from announcing helmet deliveries to promising infantry fighting vehicles. As the Secretary General mentioned there, it has changed its outlook on foreign and security policy in the last 11 months. But Germany's anti-militarist stance, which stems from its World War II atrocities, not only lingers, but gives Chancellor Scholz pause. But for some, including many Germans who want to provide Leopard 2s to Ukraine, his silence is becoming deafening. Heather.
Abby, thank you very much. Abby Kugathasan tracking the latest developments in London.